Hi everyone, this is Laura, and this, well, last night I was rather busy. I finished a few more layouts for the family members album that I will be gifting over the holidays. And for this layout, I also used the luxurious stack from Die Cuts with a View. And again, went back to good old reliable Cricut. And this particular image, um, let me show you. And it's actually the cover one, which I love. But it's that image right there. The kitty cat is a different image. That's why she's not in there, because it's actually two images in one. But that's that little guy right there. And guys, can I tell you, this is one of my most favorite fonts, rather cartridges as well. So that's what I cut that one out of. And I also wanted to share with you real quick the the cake also came from that cartridge. So real quick, what I did was, OMG, I do not remember which font I cut this out of, which, and the reason I'm saying that is if you guys saw my desk right now, I have like um, 11 or 12 cartridges, Cricut cartridges thrown all over my desk because I was just went to town with my Cricut cartridges. And unfortunately, I don't use them enough that I should memorize them, but I think this also came from a child's ear because I don't see either that or the Songbird cartridge. I'm sorry, it was the Songbird cartridge. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Um, just wanted to share with you real quick that font is phenomenal. I didn't, like I said, guys, I don't use it enough, and I don't know if you can see that, but OMG, those fonts are wonderful. I didn't realize how beautiful the lettering was, and I do plan to use that a lot more on future layouts. You may also notice that my little S is not glued down yet, and there's a reason. Um, Although I am a Latin woman, and very proud of it, I do not know yet if the correct grammar for, and plus it's two reasons. I don't know the correct grammar, and also I don't know if the person who I'm giving this to yet, if it's either going to be for a baby's first birthday or many birthdays. So Feliz Compleaños is happy birthday in Spanish, but años is plural, meaning more than 1 year, and año is one, meaning 1 year. So I don't know if this is going to be a 1 year old baby or a 3 year old baby. So I'm going to leave it up to the person who gets the um the album. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyways, um, I have two 4x6 photo mats that I distressed with tea dye and fire brick red. I cut out the letters on brown cardstock and glued them on with my Scotch dry glue. I also distressed the heck out of the little baby over here and the little chair. I have two layers going on there. One was this color paper, which was the manila cardstock, and again distressed it with some vintage photo, tea dye, and fire brick red. As you can see, the little balloon over here I had embossed, also using one of my Inka Dinka Do stamps, and then I colored it in with red um, pro markers, which are my alcohol ink markers, and I also put some stickles along the little balloons, little highlight spot, as well as the little string. Over here I have a very large piece of gross grain beige ribbon, which I cut and I glued down. And then over here in the corner I have again some of those dewdrops, and this I believe is the firefly, or red fire, something like that was the name of it. And those I got in Joann's. And I love those little dewdrops. They just add the perfect touch to my little cake. And although this is a simple layout, guys, I want you to really look at this cake because I put a lot of details into that cake. I have 2 layers going on, and I sprayed it all with Lindy's, and I used the coral, and I don't know if you guys can see all that shine on that, and I also used the Moon Shadows copper something or other. I don't remember the name, copper kettle or something, I don't know. But I used my Lindy sprayed on that, and then I also again stamped it with the Inka Dinka Do stamps, and I also embossed it in the magenta. I wanted it to look like frosting. I don't know if you ever seen those cakes that has the little leaves all over it and the roses. So I guess that's what I was trying to achieve there. And then I also put some little dewdrops all over to signify candy because I didn't want it to look like candy since it was um, a birthday layout. And on the bottom, I added some of my white, not really white. It was the tea dye Tim Holtz embossing powders with my embossing pen. Again, just to give it sort of that frosted all over the edges. I did that all over the edges here. And I don't know if you can see that. Just to give it sort of that little frosted. And of course, I did stickles on the candle. Um, Over here, I have a little journal spot, which I added 2 pieces of bling. Again, just trying to make it a little different. I stamped on it with a journal stamp, and then I also added some of the Tim Holtz distressed and distressed it all with vintage photo tea dye, and I added just a tiny bit of the blue of the broken china in there, or spun glass rather, I'm sorry, just to be a little different. And there is some light pale blue here, so I just add a little spun glass there. So that's my layout, guys. That's another one. I think I have one more to share with you today, and a special project that I was working on last night. I also wanted to say hello real quick to one of my new scrappy friends that I was supposed to hang out with last night. Olga, honey, I am so sorry. This little guy at home was a lot more than I thought. And then on top of that, he was sick, so he needed grandma's attention. And of course, I didn't get to sit down at my desk till really, really late. So I'm so sorry. Definitely, we're gonna have a rain check, and we are definitely gonna get together for our crop session at some point this week. So for you guys who have not visited Olga Vess's channel, please go say hello to her. Like I said, Olga, sweetie pie, I apologize. We will definitely have another play date together. I hope you got my message on that, okay? You all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.